What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. 50 Cent is refusing to get his foot off of disgraced rapper P Diddy's neck, and I'm kind of here for it. So P Diddy has been accused by 4 different women of SA in the past several weeks. He very expeditiously quickly settled his lawsuit with Cassie, the one that she filed against him, accusing him of all sorts of cruel and inhumane treatment. But since her lawsuit came out, 3 others were subsequently filed, 2 even on the same day, before Diddy came out denying everything. In a statement released last night, December 6th, he said, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth, which, to me is a bunch of hot air considering how quickly he settled with Cassie. You don't just give away millions of dollars within 24 hours of less after being accused of something if you're innocent, in my humble opinion. And 50 Cent seems to be on the same page because guess what? He is releasing a documentary via his production company about some of these allegations involving Diddy. And some of the people in this documentary include former bad boy artists like Mark Curry, who we are about to see in this video, share some very disturbing stories about what he, Diddy, and the rest of the bad boy crew used to allegedly do to unsuspecting women. Trigger warning, it's not cool. It really is. It'll, especially if you're a woman, it'll kind of turn your blood cold. Let's take a look at it, okay?
To go to when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there.
Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know.
So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right? Then all of the girls is in the club after a while. They all running, opening up their mouth like little birds. He's running around just popping pills in their mouth. Pop, pill. And then that was the party. I used to, we used to be on the road, you'd be like, let me go to my Puff room, see what they doing. And you knock on Puff door, he'd be sitting there damn near butt naked. You ever just had a grown ass man answer his hotel door butt naked and they'd be like, come on in? You'd be like, I'll come back. Bro, put some clothes on. What are you doing? Walk. I don't want to see you naked.
See, that's what y'all understand. You don't need to be mad, you need to be motivated. If I can do it, you can do it.
Honestly, things like this are just so hard and disturbing to hear, as a woman. It really is. It's just so cruel and disgusting that there are people like this in the world who are just so predatory, So in that video, we saw a former artist of Diddy's talking about that, that's what they used to do in the clubs. They'd have separate champagne bottles for the women that were all tampered with and drugged up, and then regular ones for the men. And what was interesting is we saw that Rick Ross music video where he's admitting to that in his music, right? And who else was in that music video with Rick Ross? None other than P Diddy. And they're, kikiing and ha-haing in that song about how they put Molly in her champagne. She didn't even know it. And then they say that they go home and enjoy her or whatever because, the women are, unfortunately under the influence. I'm sorry, Diddy, but the evidence is very damning. You did that stuff. Everything everybody accused you of, I believe with 1000% certainty, And what's so funny about that, well, not funny, haha, but funny, weird about that, or peculiar, I should say, is the Rick Ross song. I remember it so vividly because I don't really listen to rap music. I don't really care for it. And I especially don't listen to Rick Ross. But I remember when that came out and I was still in university. I was going to Carleton University at the time in Ottawa. And that song and those lyrics were so disturbing that the campus issued a ban on Rick Ross coming. He was supposed to come to campus to perform for a concert, to raise money for something, or maybe it was Frosh Week. But then ultimately it got shut down because of those lyrics. The university was like, well, what the hell? Why would we have a man come here and, in a university with men and women and then rap about bragging about drugging women. That just doesn't make any sense. That's not a nice thing to do to the women on campus, right? Like, it's really disturbing, and it's not a good example or a message to send out to the men on campus to do that sort of thing. There already is a bit of an epidemic of, men in universities or just in the clubs or anywhere just doing these sorts of things to women. So we're not going to invite people to come here and rap about that. Absolutely not. And I felt like that was such a good decision. So just hearing that song again for the first time since all that went down, like 11, 12 years ago, is wild. Anyway, listen, 50 Cent is being petty with this, right? He really doesn't like Diddy. I don't think he's doing this in the best interest of the victims. I think he's just doing this to continue to kick Diddy while he's down. But nonetheless, I am happy that he's putting this out there. And I am happy that he's getting sources close to Diddy to go on the record and to validify these allegations that are coming out against Diddy, that Diddy is so vehemently denying. I think that is important because 50 Cent has a huge following. Let me go ahead and see. Oh, I could just go ahead. Look, he's got 30 million followers on Instagram alone, right? His shows, they do numbers. They get nominated for Emmys and stuff like that. This could be a huge thing. And I do think that kind of awareness needs to be put out there about people like Diddy. I feel like people who do these sorts of things to people or allegedly do these sorts of things to people need to be named and shamed and just everything, tarred and feathered. And, this is a good example of that. Mind you, even though this is for petty's sake, 50 will be donating proceeds from his documentary to victims of SA and Grape. So I am really happy that is coming out. The awareness is great, and then donating the proceeds is even better. So I'm really, really happy to see that. Yeah, I will be taking a look at this documentary. It definitely is something that is rather intriguing to me because we were getting like firsthand tea and information from people close to Diddy. Right. And so I think that holds a lot of credence and holds a lot of clout and weight. And so I hope that you guys as well will be tuning in to take a look. Again, 4 lawsuits were filed against P. Diddy, accusing him of pretty much the same thing. The freak offs and stuff like that. Trafficking and just a lot of really, really nasty things. One of them he settled really quickly within about 24 hours. And the other 3, he still hasn't responded yet. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for those. Mind you, even though he settled Cassie's lawsuit so quickly, he still released a statement afterwards claiming that just because he settled this lawsuit almost immediately doesn't mean that anything she said is true, which we all know is complete and utter BS. You don't just go ahead and settle and give all those millions away for no reason. Right. I think he just wanted to keep Pandora in Pandora's box because the things that Cassie can say about him, the people she can call to the stand about him is just too much, But listen, maybe 50's got that juice. Maybe he's got a lot of the same people that Cassie's got. Maybe Cassie's even helping behind the scenes in secret to work on this documentary, right? With allegations and whatnot. Maybe someone's going to be in the shadow, like whenever they have like someone, it's all dark, like you don't see their face or anything like that. It's just like a black outline of someone. Or maybe it's the back of their head and they're talking. We might see stuff like that, Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a little update on that situation. Make sure to let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.